These next two books are from Baki. This is a seller I actually respect quite a lot. He doesn't like grading his books, but I love the way that he keeps his books. He stores his books. You can tell that he has definitely a good process, because the 5 or 6 times that I've bought from him, every time I get his books, one, they're packaged great and they're in great condition. These, there's no exception for these. Now, I bought these in a whale auction from him on the from the Sandsman in December of last year. I actually gave him a little bit more than what I bought them for, because I felt bad that they went for so low. I think they only went for like, I was the only bidder at $100, and I'm glad I did that, because the guy also gave me some free books that were phenomenal too. A bunch of free books that were just great. That alone, just the free books alone, paid for everything, not even including this, like, but let's take a look at this. All right, he said these are in high grade. It's a lot of 1 through 16 of Zatana. These are, of course, Adam Hughes covers. Adam Hughes and Zatana are linked pretty much forever, because this guy has done some beautiful covers of Zatana. These two are probably, I would say, his most known. High grade is around 8.0 or better is high grade, and these are definitely high grade. Now, black covers, you're gonna see ticks. They're gonna stand out, unlike like a white cover that a tick is going to just blend into that white. With the black, yeah, you're going to see every little thing there. So you could see little minor ticks that they do break color, but it's still a pretty book, man. You know, I'm really happy with this. The back is what actually looks the worst on this particular book. More towards the spine. The corners are beautiful, right? That corner, but right around here is where you're going to see most of the damage, right there. See that? I would say in its current condition, because it's a modern, I'd say this is he's probably about right. This is high grade. Probably about an 8.0 to an 8.5 if I don't have it pressed. With a press, I think it's gonna, especially that back right there. See all of that? That's gonna be gone, right? So it's gonna flatten out, and it should make those tiny stress marks. I'm not going to say it's going to make them disappear, but it's definitely going to make them look better. So I could see this coming in the 9s. High expectancy on this is probably about a 9.4. Can it get to a 9.4? More than likely, it's probably going to be like a 9.2-ish. But 9.4, I'll be happy with a 9.4 number 15. I could also get it back at an 8.5, but all right, here's the big one right here. Number 16. Man, this has been reproduced how many times over? You actually seen this cover in other titles as well. It's been replicated. It does have a little bit of blunt damage here. You know, it's not, the corner's obviously not sharp. You got a little bit going on right there, maybe discoloration, or see, the corners are not the best, but this one, man, in my opinion, is probably a little bit better condition. Maybe an 8.5 or a 9.0 if I were to send it out just like this. Yeah, that one breaks color. Yeah, maybe more in the 8.5 range. The back is going to look similar. See that? Yeah, probably more in the 8.5 range. But with a press, yeah, you're still going to see that discoloration. But that little crease that you see there might be gone after the press. So again, maybe this one, you know what, come to think about it, they're probably about in the same grade, both of them, right? Maybe I can get about the same. Can each one of these get to a 9.4? More than likely, high expectancy would probably be a 9.2 for each one, right? But either way, listen, Baki, man, Baki's been great to me. He sent me some really good freebies from the Sands Group auctions, and I just, man, the guy is just phenomenal. It's been phenomenal to me, and I thank you, Baki, and I'm going to keep buying from him no matter what. Love these books. I've never owned either one of these two, and I'm glad to have them now. Definitely not the last time you're going to see Adam Hughes in this channel. A lot of his stuff, man. He's like a really creative guy. Yeah, there's a ton of great artists out there, but to separate yourself from them on the creative side, it's you know, you kind of like have to have something special up there in your mind. And he does. I mean, a lot of his covers, Catwoman covers, Wonder Woman covers, even the Lady Rawhides back in the day. Yeah, the guy is really something special. Now, this came back at a 9.2, which was kind of like what I was expecting. I think on the high end, I was thinking a 9.4, but you know, that was on the very, very high end. And I think I'm very happy with this regardless. Look, the front looks magnificent, right? Even some of those little ticks, you could kind of notice a little bit of it, but not too bad. I mean, maybe right there. That would be consistent with a 9.4. But the back, that was the worst part of it right there on that right around that staple. And most of it is gone. I knew that the press was going to help it, and it did. But, I mean, it had like just little ticks that it's consistent with a 9.2. But definitely a nice book, regardless. As far as the other one, 9.6, and this one, man, nice job. It's a 9.6 because of the spine. Still little ticks, even though you can hardly notice them now. Now, Kendra he's got a way of taking some of that blunt damage that I sometimes have on some of the books, and he presses it in a way where that blunt damage, he like almost gets rid of it. That's what took me to a 9.6, I think. There was a little bit of a crease right here by, like along the line right here on the outer edge, and that's gone. And then the back looks really good too. Right there, you know, but that was already there. 9.6. Listen, I'll take it. From here, it looks like near mint plus for sure. Near mint, even you know, like right here, it looks near mint to mint, really, right? But you get closer and you start seeing little things, and then that right there, of course. But 9.6, I'll take it. I'm definitely going to be going after more of Adam Hughes stuff, maybe more Zatanas, try and get higher grades. But not bad. Baki, thank you, sir. Much appreciated, and you guys have a good night.